Welcome to Playful Podcast, your guide into the underground scene where we discover topics on kink and electronic music every week. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss out on our next episode.
I'll be like asking the whole thing. Are we live?
And now?
And now?
Where's the camera?
Yes, two.
Here, yeah.
This too, right?
Yeah.
Are we live?
We're excited to be here today with the Ukrainian Berlin-based and the techno scene's it couple, I would say, DJ and producer Etapp Kyle and Daria Kolosova. In this episode, we speak about their love story, thick and thin, as well as talk about the journey that led up till today. For both of them, finding themselves prioritizing them together and separately one another and their mental health. Besides talking about memories, who they were as teenagers, their musical journey, and all of this, we also delve in what has shifted for them and where their focus lays right now. I am so happy to introduce this Playful Podcast episode to you today. Let's get it. I am Amanda, and this is Playful Podcast.
All right. Normally we let the person we interview describe themselves, but could you describe each other with 3 words?
You go first. I'll just respond.
This is already explaining.
Yeah.
So 3 words. Okay. I mean, it's not enough to describe him, but I'll try.
I'll try.
First of all, kind, weird, in a good way, and talented.
Okay. I don't know. I want it to be funny.
Okay, let's go.
But, I love her so much, so...
So what?
Like, the best wife in the world is more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been married for 1.5 years.
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Already? Yeah. Okay, who were you when you were teenagers?
I will tell you who she was when she was a teenager, right?
What, the stories you heard?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so
Are
she
you
was
sure?
nerdy about really cool underground stuff, like discovering all this very weird music,
Yeah, because
and
my father...
some genres and styles like no one knows, like I never heard of.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm terribly uneducated when it comes to music, but still I know some things,
But you said your dad also was into
Yeah, he used to be a musician and he used to be in rock band. So that's actually how my love to electronic music and not electronic music starts. Because of my dad. So yeah, I always was, into new genres, new things. Like I saw something for the first time in my life. So I went online and checked about this genre and bands. Yeah. So yeah, I was into this stuff.
I wonder if we ever interrupted online without knowing each other back then.
I think
I was
no.
also on the forums, but really bad ones.
Yeah.
Which one?
Like for minimal, I think. Like it was more minimal, deep house kind of stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys play any instruments when you were younger?
I was playing piano.
Me too.
It's my favorite instrument, I think.
Yeah, I think same for me.
You still play?
No.
I barely do. I can play a few things,
Me too, but I don't know when.
And I think about buying something like stage keyboard and put it on the side just to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to grab ideas and stuff. It's way more fun when you just jamming. And,
Yeah. Who are you then as a teenager? I didn't get.
Me?
Yeah.
It's you.
He was a bad boy. He really...
The nerd and the bad boy.
Yeah.
What do you mean bad boy? Bad boy, it's like someone going and stealing someone's equipment at the festival. That's a bad boy. I didn't steal stuff.
No, you
I
didn't
was
steal
just
stuff.
like really into beer, cigarettes, and pornography. I don't know.
Yeah, and you wanted to create your own like group of guys.
Yeah, but that was in school.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's teenager.
like a secret band or something like that, like a group,
Secret group.
Yeah.
Or so we wanted to create some sort of traps, like for school kids and teachers mostly, especially the ones we didn't like so something would happen, like let's say some dirt fell on a teacher, like when they open the door, and no one would find out who did that,
That was you.
or like to burn down the school.
But these are the most fun kids, though.
Yeah, but like and I kind of started developing our own language and alphabet, but they didn't want to learn. They just wanted to do the bad actions. I'm like, guys, they're gonna find out. You need to learn if you want to be really
next level.
Yeah. But then my grandma was school principal at the school I went to, so it ended up very bad for me. Yeah, and I stopped at.
Well, at least
hobby.
at least you tried. And this story about your neighbor, old lady. Do you remember when you wanted to pass the class?
Come on, it's not for interview.
It's amazing story. Please tell it.
No, it's a terrible story.
Now we're super curious.
So
This is my favorite.
there was a class. Like there was this one teacher. She was so angry, like really angry and mean woman. Like old, terrible, just terrible. Anyway, and I just joined this class. I came from a village, to a city school, and it was enough that people like kids called me I don't know, country boy, stuff like that. Yeah, it was already enough. Like I had so much trauma because of that. And then I come to her class, and she starts talking, like saying some things, explaining how the year will go down and stuff. And then she was like, "Oh, we have a new student. Could you introduce yourself, please?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. I'm Sergi, blah, blah, blah." "So you come from that village?" I was like, "Yeah, just a country boy." I was like,
No.
"Fucking bitch."
Yeah, calling you
Like-
out like that.
In front of other
That's
kids.
crazy.
Yeah.
Today, she would lose her job apparently, and I would film that, and enjoy that. But like, yeah, back then, and it's also, it's some years ago. There was still a lot of post-Soviet Union vibe in the schools, even like in the Western Ukraine. And yeah, like teacher, almost like it used to be like my parents would tell that they would go to school and got beaten by teachers,
Yeah.
So this was kind of,
They were allowed to.
there is nothing you can do. And I was like, fucking bitch, and I always wanted to escape the class. And this one we really had to escape, but there was no way. Like there is just no way. And then we are going, she's at the door, waiting for students to come in, and we're approaching, and I was like, guys, we really need to leave. And they were like, there is no way, she's already saw us, we're just like, just follow me, And the guys were like, no, we are out of this, and they went through, and a neighbor of mine, he was also my classmate. He was with me, and I was like, when we approached her, I was like, sorry, we can't attend the class today. She was like, what happened? I was like, so we're neighbors. He lives just one floor down. She was like, yeah. And we have this neighbor. It's an old lady, she's living next door. So she passed away, and we have to see her off last time, I just made it up.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so like I said that we actually need to go to funeral.
How old were you?
14.
14. Oh God, but actually...
And she let us go. And then she kind of said that, well, that's our classmates told us later that when the class started, she said like, "Oh, really sad news, guys went to the funeral and stuff," and the class was just down on the floor laughing, you know. But like, how would you find out? You would never find out, and that lady passed away anyway at some point. I mean, like,
but I feel the bad boy era didn't stop here. Like what I remember you telling me, you were also...
But that's not bad. It's just like not a kid.
It is,
Naughty,
yeah, it's
okay.
funny.
Yeah.
It's true. It's also, it's cheeky. Also cheeky teenager thing. Actually, yeah, the best teenagers are for sure the cheeky ones, I think. But I know that you also said that you were, like, you stopped drinking because you were... No? Did I maybe read that wrong? Because you were like cheeky, or?
I stopped drinking because like I lose control when I drink, you know. Because I don't drink, but if I drink, I would just drink and drink and drink and drink.
All right.
And like come at some point that I wouldn't even remember anything. I had once like a complete blackout, and I was like, okay, I'm done, you know. I mean, it's like disturbing, you know.
Yeah.
When you don't know what you were doing and like you don't control your actions. Yeah. So, but I'm just not a drinker. Yeah. I don't like it. So
no, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. But then how come, like, when did you start moving from the piano, both of you, to the turntables?
Well, my dad, he also, like, when he was much younger, he tried to be a DJ, and he played some music, like not professionally, at like local discotheque. So, and he was a big fan of electronic music. And as I told you before, that like my passion about electronic music came from him. So yeah, and like I was maybe 11 years old, and we had this competition in summer camp, like the best girl of the camp, and
the prettiest.
like miss of the camp. So yeah, and there was like question answers thing, and they asked me like, what is my dream job? And I was 11 years old, and I said that I want to be a DJ. Yeah, so yeah, I already knew that I wanted to try.
How did you know it? Did you have like, who were your inspirations?
Dad, probably.
Dad, yeah, but also like I watched a lot of movies, videos from different
At 11 years old.
Yes.
Oh wait, it was like some years.
Of course.
You're younger. Yeah. I didn't even know about DJ when I was.
Do you remember this movie, The Dancer? About this.
Well, that one I just saw like the preview, you know, like during.
It was my favorite movie. It was my favorite movie. I was 9 or 10 years old when I saw it for the first time, and it also was about clubs,
my grandma
about
wouldn't
DJs.
let me watch it because it was too sin.
No.
Yeah. But I watched it. I saw the preview during a commercial break, and I was like, the music, you know, I was like, wow, this is so cool. And I never watched it. Not because of the scene, apparently, because everyone was asleep at that time. Like, I wasn't allowed to watch TV too late.
Yeah. But I watched it. And I really love it. And like I discovered The Prodigy.
Actually, it's funny because the main soundtrack is Diesel Power.
Yeah,
from,
the Prodigy.
What was the Fat of the Land, right?
Yeah.
And I grew up in the environment. There was just no way to hear electronic music in any kind of like. it's only 2 Ukrainian channels, like mostly news and some weird stuff, and Santa Barbara, that's it. Yeah, like I never really watched cool stuff, and then I saw this preview, and the main soundtrack was there, And then a couple of years later, when I was in town already, in the city, and I went to this local discotheque, and I heard this track again, and I was like, that's the one, like that. Yeah, it all started for me with that track, basically.
Yeah, and
that's how I heard the electronic music for the first time.
For me too, because I remember
it's still such a cool track.
Yeah, it was the beginning of the video of the movie, like the club. This dancer, she's battling with the DJ. DJ is mixing like different music, different genres, and she's trying to to change her dancing style. Yeah, and the first track was Diesel Power, and I was like, oh my god, that I want it. So yeah,
it's funny. That's actually our first track. For you, it was the first track?
Yeah.
For me as well. I mean,
it was the first track that I really like. The first electronic track was Das Boot by U96. Yeah, it's like super old techno band.
Okay. Very interesting.
Yeah, but I remember I heard it and I was like, wow, it's weird. It's cool. But the Prodigy was something like, that I want. So he found...
For me to find out that it was actually Prodigy and the album, it took me a couple of years. Because, yeah, and between the point when I heard that little piece, like 20 seconds, and then actually the whole track in the club. No, I remember that moment.
He found for me the cassette tape with different the Prodigy's tracks, like not with the albums, and then he found
who?
That soundtracks, cassette with all soundtracks from this movie. So yeah, I had it.
Do you still have when you're at home and play your records?
Yeah.
Do you feel that Daria sometimes plays this kind of niche music as well still today?
She finds some stuff, like sometimes it's trancey kind of things, like I would never find those artists because like trance, it's like really just different planet, like it's just different planet, but it has such a similar structure, to techno music. She finds some gems sometimes. I'm like, what? Where? Yeah.
Okay, I think a lot of people would like to hear how the two of you met.
Ibiza.
Yeah.
I was there for a gig, and like every time I go, I just stay for a week, rent a car and go to, I don't know, for hiking and stuff. And
I came with my friend. It was last minute decision to go to Ibiza together, and and then
a friend was coming, and I was like, "Do you want me to pick you up from the airport?" She was like, "Yeah." And I come to the airport, and Daria was there. I didn't know.
And did you know about each other then?
Well, I knew about her existence.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. She, at that point, already was my big fan, admiring what I do.
What?
Like,
is that both of your opinions, or
coming to my gigs? I'm like, wow, this guy.
I wish.
Yeah.
But you told me you came to my gig. What was it?
Ostro Festival in Kiev. Yeah, I won this competition. I recorded the mix for this festival, and I won. this competition. So
Like every
yeah.
competition you ever done.
Yeah. So I played for them, and and he was playing too, and I decided to go and see what he's doing, because like technically I liked what you do. I still like what you do, because it wasn't my
careful
music. It wasn't my music, and I told it that on that time you just released this track Ahora.
Yeah.
And I really like it. Yeah. And I made a video. I even had the video.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
What year was it?
2016.
2016.
Mm-hmm.
16.
Yeah.
Almost 10 years ago, not really, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we met in 2018.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Was it love at first sight?
No.
It was not at all.
No,
No.
not at all,
No.
really.
I was like, okay,
What?
like, what's going on here?
In what way was going on?
I don't know. Like, I was just making weird jokes.
Yeah,
you
super
know?
weird jokes.
Were you uncomfortable? Or
I felt a bit like weird. Yeah, in her, like I was driving and she was sitting in the back seat, and I was like, "What is this girl? What does she want?"
Okay.
We went to swim, and she was super shy. Didn't go to water, or you did go to water.
I did.
And I thought it was because she was super shy.
No,
But then turned out she
cannot
doesn't
swim.
swim.
oh no!
And I found out about it like when we went for a first holiday. I was like, go to swim.
I can't. I mean, I can, but like somewhere super close to the beach. Just a little bit.
Only last year I gave her goggles and explained what to do, and she was like, wow,
Yeah.
completely different world.
And now you swim?
A bit.
A bit, yeah. Now situation is much better, and I tried
In
to
ice baths mostly.
Snorkeling. Yeah, and it's really cool.
Yeah, she was snorkeling. Yeah.
Yeah, that's brave, I feel.
it's a
Snorkeling
big
is like
thing
in the
already.
deep waters often. So, all right. So but when did you then realize or like fall in love? Or like, what was the moment where, was it the time
It was
at
2020.
Berghain when you were?
I think, 2020 or 21.
It was 21 already.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
2021.
Oh, a lot later. So you didn't stay in contact so much.
No.
Well, we were friends, like in
friends.
Yes.
She would come over sometimes.
When I'm in Berlin, we can meet for a coffee or go to Berghain or something else. Like once I came to your place to buy some records that you sell.
Yeah. I gave her a good discount.
Well deserved.
I was like, all these trackers, what do I do with them? And like I wanted to give them to record store, but never had time for that. Then some friends were just picking them up. I was like, okay, it's a way, and she comes over. I was like, should they ask for money? Yeah, but when was it? 2019?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she comes to Berghain. I was there. I didn't play that night. I got super drunk for the first time in a really long time. Yeah, and I kissed her.
Okay, so you need a little push, maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how it started.
Yeah, and then it was on.
And off.
And off. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she's in Ukraine. I'm here.
Yeah.
okay,
So
that's tricky,
it wasn't something official that we're a couple. Yeah, because like he's there, I'm here. Yeah, and it wasn't so easy. And actually, I didn't think that we could be, a couple. I thought we two different. Yeah.
Yeah.
In what way?
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, be careful here.
I don't know.
She came over once, and like we were hanging out with my friends and kids, and like it was more like family thing. And we went to this kids ground, and like, and then my friends were like, what do you think about this girl? It was like, what do I think about this girl? You know, like everyone was like, you're so good together. What? Yeah. I didn't really...
They could see it.
Yeah.
We didn't see it.
The last ones to know. But so thinking you are so different, what was it like then when you started like playing together back to back? Like you obviously you tried a bit privately, I guess.
But when we realized...
No, we didn't try privately. We never tried anything.
When we realized that we're in love, turns out that we're not that different, you know? Yeah,
musically.
Not only musically, like, but also
generally. Actually, generally, that's sometimes even a problem, you know, because we're so, I don't know. We see things the same way sometimes about ourselves, and it clashes. You know? Sometimes when we fight,
who are you then? Both of you.
You have to see.
I want to know. Like, what are your modes?
It's like, I don't know, like two dogs.
Okay, so you're similar.
Yeah, very similar.
All right. But then, what was it when you played together? What did you like? What was the magic?
It was really a magic. First time it was really a magic.
Yeah, because we played...
First of all, because we didn't play for so long. Like it was Corona time, and like Daria would play now and then in Kiev, you know, because things were kind of semi-legally open, you know, But I didn't play much at that point, and I was in Ukraine. And we played that first gig together, and it was really good.
Where was it?
It was in Kiev. Ostro Festival.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. It was super fun.
It was super fun, yeah.
So what's the first time you did it? But you must have practiced a bit before.
No.
What? Very brave.
I mean, we kind of agreed on the intro.
Yeah.
And it's funny because she had that track and I had that track, you know.
Oh,
it was some like new record, you know, just came out, and like we both like the artist. Okay.
Let's try.
Was it Talisman? Yeah, it was a Talisman.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of tribal-ish. Techno-ish stuff, yeah. And just, went with the flow. It was really good. It's really good.
And what, do you have a track that's yours today?
Yeah, we have a few actually. When we saw questions, we were like, we need to figure out which one. But like, it's hard to figure out which one because we have a few. We have 2 tracks and 1 mix. First one is Affix or Boards of Canada?
Like Affix, I think.
Affix was first. So Affix Twin. What was the name of the track?
Alberto Balsam.
Yeah, and
then Boards of Canada.
We both these tracks we were releasing at home.
Kid for Today.
Kid for Today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this mix, it's a live.
It's a live recording.
Of Lifar Lego from Waking Life Festival.
Wait a second, I'm trying to...
Any of them, did you... Yeah.
Leofar Lego? Yeah, so he was playing live at...
Waking Life Festival, I think.
Waking Life, I think so.
Did you play any of them on your wedding? Or like on special...
Waking... there you go. So, Waking Life, Leofar Lego. We listened to this mix like billions times.
Yeah.
Especially first couple of days what we spent together, because when we realized we were together, I had to go to Germany again and like to actually figure out what I'm doing because I was in Ukraine temporary. I wasn't living there, you know. And like I was like, okay, I'll move to Kyiv for a while, you know. And like I came to Kyiv. We spent a couple of days together, and like this was just on repeat. This mix,
non-stop.
Wow.
Yeah. So we still listen to it a lot.
That's definitely, you never get sick of it. It reminds you of the.
But look, it's like this mix is something else.
Yeah,
like it's so musically and deep, and
so
beautiful.
special.
Do you play it also in your sets?
No, because it's
a live recording.
Yeah.
It's 56 minutes long or something.
And it's ambient.
Ambient,
Okay.
It's not dance music, but none of that. Because Affix is also like down tempo and down tempo-ish. Also, and Boards of Canada is super deep, kind of chill track. Yeah.
What was it then when you proposed?
We were at the gig together.
Then we had
2021, end of 2021.
Yeah, and then we had a day off.
And we had a day off. So we went for a dinner, not even dinner. We went for a lunch.
Lunch. Like, it was actually breakfast lunch, something like this.
Yeah, late, after gigs, in the afternoon.
Late lunch.
And just walking around, and I wanted to get a ring for a while. Like, I was talking about it, and she was like, I don't know. I think at first she found it weird, like that I talk about ring, but like I just want to get you a present, like. Yeah.
Nice to smooth things out.
And then we passed by this store, like where I know the ring is, and I was like, but it's an expensive ring, so I can't just buy it, I need the size, and I know like the sizing was really weird there. I was like, do you want to check the size? And we went to check the size, but I bought it. Yeah. And in the evening we had dinner.
Yeah. And before the dinner, he came to me with the pen and did like this. Now you don't remember anything. Like
you remember Men in Black?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it has to be surprise, but like, Yeah.
Yeah.
So I proposed.
And I was crying.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I saw the photos and it was, you could sense the energy was very like magical, even in the photos, actually.
We have now come to the part of the podcast where if you are or wanna become a Patreon and support the work that we do with Playful Podcast, as well as get more juicy material, go to patreon.com/playfulmagazine and get the extra material where we speaking about the biggest struggle that Daria and Etapp have faced in their journey so far, the scares they have for the techno and or underground scene at large, as well as their hopes and dreams for it. We also speak about social media forums and how one can stay on track without letting the noise of the outside distract you on the journey that you're at and what you want to play and create, and so much more. Go to patreon.com/playfulmagazine.
Okay, but I want to hear who you both are in the studio. Or do you have the studio at your home?
Yes, we have the studio, but I don't produce music. He's doing some stuff.
But do you like still play around there, or like who are you when you're entering it? You still.
It's just actually in our living room.
Yeah. So, perfect. Do you feel inspired to start producing?
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't have enough time for that because I'm traveling like crazy. And actually, in one moment, it became a problem, I think, because I'm playing a lot and I don't have much time to recover properly, and also I don't have time for another projects like interviews, podcasts, production, wherever, and also for my private life. And I realized that I need to find this healthy balance, to live my life, my personal life, private life, and do my gigs, because like, of course, there's many DJs who are playing 20 shows per month, but I realized that I'm not that person.
Yeah, this is actually, I think, a super interesting topic because it's so normalized for the, big DJs to have like
terrible problem.
Yeah, it's a big problem. And the biggest thing that nobody talks about it. So when I started thinking about it, I felt, so wrong that maybe a lot of young DJs want to live the life I have. And I felt, so guilty about it that, is it okay to think like this? And then I had we were playing together with Kitten, and we had a dinner, and she told her story when she had the best time of her career. She played a lot, and then she realized that she want to play less, and she want to see her friends and her family more. And I was like, yeah, that's what I wanted to hear.
That it's okay.
Yes, it's actually fine because sometimes you see on social media, so those DJs, they're so happy, playing so many shows and sleep 1 hour per night,
but still looking perfect all the time and bringing the energy
and you
to
feel
the
that
crowd.
something wrong with you because you don't feel okay with that. So now
but it's actually just an image, and there is so much it's a big problem. I think I purposely started playing less this year because of this, first of all, I kind of wanted to stop playing for certain promoters and in certain lineups, so that was like my main purpose. But generally last year we would take almost every show because after Corona you were like, what's gonna happen
You were
next?
scared,
I actually was grateful for having a chance to play as
and
much
there
as
were
we were
rumors that
a next wave is coming
in winter. Next wave is coming.
But now, even if the next wave is coming, I don't give a fuck. Seriously, it's so unhealthy. I realized that back in 2018 when I was playing more than 100 shows a year, and I was so unhappy. I just felt miserable. Because none of that makes you happy. First thing, why you usually go for a path like music. Because it's your passion, you love it, right? And then imagine you stop loving it.
Yeah, you felt that way. Almost.
I actually started hating it.
Ow, fuck!
It affects on everything, on quality of your shows, your mood, health, mental health.
I mean, for some people, maybe there is a way, and I see how people manage to produce music on the planes, and play all those shows with crazy energy. Big respect for them, but that's rather exclusions, than a normal practice. Because it was recently we were flying with a fellow DJ. He's super busy and super popular, and in Instagram it looks just like a magic life, But if we saw him that morning, the guy was just fucked up,
Yeah, he was so tired.
And the more I listen or read about what happens to your body, when you miss the sleep, the more I realized it's just basically impossible, to keep
what happens?
Well, first of all, you will never catch up those hours, and imagine again, my example, 2018. It was the worst year, basically, when it comes to being happy with what you do.
Your worst year.
I played over 100 years, over 100 shows that year. Yeah, years. And so one gig, it's usually 2 flights, one way and one
exactly
another,
yeah.
Right? But sometimes you have connections. So let's say 1.5. That's already at least 150 flights that year. You have to wake up sometimes super early, so you miss the previous night. You miss the next night. And if you have a show after, you already missed 3 nights.
I only know
from 7 days.
Yeah, me as a non-traveler, even one day when I'm traveling, I'm ruined. I'm super sensitive to these things, so I don't understand.
So let's say from 100 gigs, you miss like, let's say 120, 150 nights of sleep. It's half a year. How on earth you're gonna catch up with that? It's just not possible.
So then you started to feel that you got depressed, or
apparently that's like mental health is the first thing. What like your body just can't, like there are certain hormones and things which are produced only when you sleep, and only when you're not jet lagged. But like people, I just learned that jet lag is not like when you get on the plane, go to travel time zone, and then you can't fall asleep or you fell asleep earlier. No, jet lag is when you usually go to sleep at 11 and wake up at 6 or 7, and now you missed 2 hours of that schedule.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's already jet lag. So basically everyone these days is jet lag, but like in our case, it's constant jet lag, and it can be terrible for your body, like your mood, all those things.
Your creativity, the quality of your shows, everything.
Also, the way I guess it takes its toll on the relations, because you always like prioritize what's like the people who are okay, like the people who you care a lot about, but they understand now. It's like, you always, you prioritize. It's always okay in the society we live in to prioritize job before family time, right? Yeah. Or friends.
Like I moved here, I'm all by myself, there was no one to spend time with, like no family. I'm just here, and basically my main focus is music. So in the beginning it was good, and I was just like really happy about, growing and developing as international DJ. But then I was like, okay, so what it's all about, Like I also don't really believe that musically it's possible to keep it healthy. Like even if you have a team around, I would have a guy who would download promos for me, and I would just listen to them on the plane, to try to keep it as fresh as possible musically, constantly digging. I don't know. It's still like you play a track 2-3 times, you're done with it. Especially if it's just some functional track for a dance floor, not something what lives with you for years, and having no attachment to that music, I just realized like I don't want to do it,
Did you produce music still at this time?
I was trying to produce also on the planes,
On the planes, fucking hell.
But that's like, yeah, exactly.
Nightmare.
That's a fucking hell. I mean, some people do it and really well, I don't know. There would be a dream to come true, to be productive, like when you travel. But
even try to opening my computer to work a bit in the plane. I cannot.
I'm always stressed that someone's gonna reclaim their seat and break my laptop. Yeah, and like
I just feel you cannot focus in the air or something. I don't know. Up there, I'm like.
I'm always sleeping.
Yeah. I fall asleep like with a second. Easy, I don't know what's going on. What's wrong with the air or something?
Air is super dry, and like at least these days they have air purifiers since Corona, which is good because it produces ozone, so it's a bit more healthy. But basically, like even if you're in the car, it's scientifically proven that what happens to the air because of the clash of molecules, on that speed, it's really unhealthy air.
But okay, but now to speak about more work-life balance topic. Now you're doing yoga.
We're actually doing a lot of things.
Okay, tell us about it.
You go first.
So, recently Sergey discovered this guy, Wim Hof.
But not recently.
Wim Hof, yeah, we also used to do the breathing exercises.
Not recently.
I think we talked about that last time.
No.
Years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just, I tried his breathing techniques, and I was like, yeah, it's nice, it's like relaxing and stuff.
And then we had...
Very relaxing, no?
Yeah. But like, I never really understood what it's all about. Like, on a deep level, you know.
Uh-huh.
And
Then we had a vacation
we
in
had
January.
vacation.
And
Where in January?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Seychelles.
Okay.
Yeah. And we realized that just, laying on the beach and doing nothing is boring for us. So we started to do like some sports in the morning, hiking, like different stuff. And we decided to keep this routine when we get back home. Yeah. And Sergey started to wake up every morning at 6:30.
5:30.
Oh, okay,
Whoa.
5:30. I'm
You
sorry.
just started? You said put alarm.
I used to wake up around this time because it was like my routine, but then I don't know, with gigs, and like so many things happened, and also Corona, and also I didn't feel like doing much sport again, so like I kind of changed that. But like for me, every time I wake up after 7, I'm done. It's not a day anymore, Like like I really love
after 7.
I really love those morning hours. So I was like, when we came back from holidays, I was like, I'm done with all this stuff. I really want to go back to my routine, and like I started waking up again at around 5:30.
So normally when you play late, it's your morning. It's a morning gig for you. Late for the others of us.
Yeah.
It's like happy morning coffee.
I don't know. I felt like I want to do more. So I started rediscovering Wim Hof method again. And if I was doing like contrast showers before, like warm and then cold, now I would just jump directly into cold shower at 5:30 in the morning.
How long can you do?
I can do a lot now, like
10 minutes.
Well, not in the shower because it's not really comfortable.
Yeah.
But like I did 12 minutes of ice bath, which is actually way colder than shower. But like, you sit there. Did you put ice in your own bath, or did you enter When we came back from holiday, I really wanted to find more challenge. I started trying doing sport, but like felt it's not enough, and I felt like I really want to do. Yeah,
we started to do yoga.
We started doing yoga and stuff, and I went to his webpage, and I found out that there are expeditions with him.
I saw that on films or YouTube, I think.
And I went there.
Wow! So everyone you were laying in the ice bath together with a lot of people.
It's crazy. Like,
I really want to do it. They come to Berlin sometimes. I heard one time they were here.
He has instructors all over the world. Yeah, so like people do it here, but I really wanted to be around him, because like that guy has this crazy energy. So I went to Poland, and it's crazy experience. Like first day they put us in ice bath for 2 minutes.
2 minutes. You were like easy.
I thought that I know what cold water is because I was in cold water before, even without being warmed up before. But ice water and cold water is
completely
really big difference. You lose your extremities like in seconds, and like you don't feel them anymore.
You did it too?
And it's like so hard to get warm.
Not yet. I mean,
you did ice bath at home.
Yeah, I started in February. I started to do contrast shower. Then I started to do cold shower, cold bath. Then we went to this lake.
Yeah, we went to the lake. Until recently, we were going to the lake.
Yeah, like
doing cold plunges.
Oh,
yeah, but now it's warm, too warm.
Yeah, it's too warm. And then
17 is too warm.
Yeah.
Even 8 was too warm.
Oh, it was +6 when we did it for the last time. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, you were next level.
Yeah, and then Sergey ordered this pot. Yeah,
like
it's a special one. Yeah.
And we put throw ice and like just sit there.
So your fridge is basically full of ice, I guess.
Like now we are still trying to figure out how to do it in the best way at home. Because like, I started just putting water in the freezer, and like that's like producing ice, but that's not really enough and not really comfortable. So we bought recently this plastic ice cubes, and we just need more of them now. Yeah. But where
Wow.
when I went for the expedition and I called Daria after first day or
And
second
he
day,
was so inspired, like he was like, oh my God, it's so life-changing. You should try. And I felt like that I need to try, I need to try to understand him. To understand him more and, and also maybe it's a good challenge for myself because when I started to do yoga and cold shower, I discovered, I started learn more about my body, that actually I can do so many things. And it was, so something new and interesting for me. And that's actually why I started to go together with him to the lake, because it also was challenge. Before, I used to do the hottest shower I could do.
I am there right now, so I have a long way to go.
Yeah, but now, I can easily
Actually, it's very short way to go. Like, there is nothing to do. You don't need to prepare. You can be even sick.
Yeah.
And it will help. You just go.
You need a special mindset. Yeah,
and watch his app.
Yeah, and breathe in special way.
Yes, breathe.
I did it in lockdown. I did the cold shower thing in
because
lockdown.
There you go.
I had so much anxiety and did the breathing exercise every day and then cold shower. But I was a lot worse than this guy. But still, I did it. But then I quit. But
and just recently I tried to do ice bath. Yeah, it was more challenging, but still 2 minutes passed super fast.
Yeah. What more? What's your view on so do you have are you changing your lifestyles even more so when it comes to touring and how you want to see your future, layout, your future, you'd say? When it comes to your prioritizing your mental health and these things.
Yeah, mental health is everything, right? Because as I learned from this meditation thing, basically everything just appears. Even what we see right now is just how we perceive the light. Right? It's just how it appears in your consciousness. You can't really say that these things, they are what we see, for everyone, it's different, and so what's your perception of things is everything, and perception is based on mental health, So how
this is so true.
Yeah, it all goes through this prism.
You can.
I really.
What you said about your friend on the plane, you were everyone sees this person so happy and so joyful, and then you're well, maybe it's not reality.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to prioritize that because I had a really unpleasant gap, let's say that even depressed and not knowing what to do, and even thinking about quitting music, and because things were not working the way I want because of how I feel and perceive, and these things help a lot. And coming back to breathing exercise, so again, I tried it and I thought I knew what is this, but when I went to expedition and doing it with him and 300 other people, because it was the biggest expedition ever they held.
Wow.
That was incredible. How far you go just because of breathing, certain pattern of breathing. I still never reached that experience at home. No matter what I tried, kind of close, but it was really deep and far away, when the session was over, just everyone started crying, including
a release of emotions.
Basically, pure emotions coming out, and you don't even know what it's attached to. It's just imagine yourself standing in front of a wave which comes on you, and then like you feel this water coming out of you. You
Wow,
know?
what an amazing
like-
description.
But it's really hard to explain. You know, like
I feel that. I feel
thought
that.
I know what psychedelic experience is because I tried mushrooms and LSD. You know. But nothing would come close to what I experienced there. And like I realized you don't need anything except a knowledge, you know?
What does it say? High on your own supply.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say. Yeah. Breathe, motherfucker. Yeah. So now we're going for the next one in Spain.
Together.
Actually, it's our vocation.
Yeah.
I know time is flying so much, so we're going to keep some questions to the extra material.
Okay.
But then I want to play a game again with you
Game.
too.
It's either this or it's that. This is this or that.
Okay, take decisions for both of you. Sergey.
Okay.
Yeah?
I mean, I take sometimes responsibility, but
Yeah.
she's also ruling stuff
Yeah?
a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Not when it comes to leave the house on time, but
Okay, now next time say the names so the people
Okay.
in the
Okay.
can hear too. Okay, go to court over a contract dispute.
Sergey, 100%.
All right, yeah.
Any bureaucracy.
Really? Even
Yeah,
German
it's
bureaucracy?
me. Yeah.
Oh wow, very determined.
Yeah. Let's call it that.
Well, he lives
I mean,
here for.
they will try to fuck you over like in after every corner you pass. You know, here in Germany, some companies just would send you a bill because they have your address. Why not? I mean, maybe it will work out,
Yeah,
right?
just in
Yeah.
case.
Do you speak fluent German?
No, I don't speak German
So
at
it's
all.
difficult for you.
No, it's okay. I mean,
Yeah,
I learned my way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need
I mean,
to hear those
we
live
have some friends who help us sometimes if we don't understand things. But also now we have a personal assistant who is really fluent in German. Yeah.
All right. Interesting. Okay, get thrown out of the club.
Sergey,
Why?
have you ever been?
No. And you?
I was thrown out from things, but not from the club. Yeah.
Things.
Yeah.
Like the cinema.
Like sauna.
Laughing too
like
loud.
a sauna.
At the sauna? How did you manage to get thrown out of the sauna?
They were racist.
Really?
Yeah, to my friend.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're the person who like stand up for it, injustice, right?
I was just like, guys, come on. Do you understand how bad it is? And they were like, you and you out. I was like, yeah. fuck
Okay.
off.
Not a bad thing to be thrown out for, actually. Okay, be strict about bedtime or keeping to a certain
Sergey.
food schedule.
Sergey.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what time do you go to bed?
Like, if my schedule is good.
Like
and,
grandpa.
Grandpa, yeah. 9:30, before 10, I have to be asleep because I want to wake up at 5:30.
And do you stay up then?
Sometimes yes, sometimes
we go
no.
to bed together, you know, and like, because she knows waking up early is cool. It's amazing. Like, it's life changer, you know.
Yeah.
Like in every aspect, if you learn about this scientific stuff, you know, everyone says. Then you go to this super successful people, you know, super productive. They wake up at 5.
I'm
you know?
so.
And then you talk to this spiritual gurus, and they wake up at 5.
I can be so provoked by this. I can feel super stressed because also they sleep like 4 hours and I need like 9 hours.
You don't need, no. You need to sleep as much as you need to sleep. Like 9, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, let's say. Maybe 6. Sometimes people sleep 6. But go to bed earlier then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But wait, these hours, there's just something about it, you know? This silence, even silence of the morning. Oh my God.
I do love that.
When I'm out in the morning, it's just amazing.
Because I'm sleeping.
And also the light. Yeah, like morning light. has so much benefits, like for your health,
Mhm.
and your eyes especially sensitive to that. Yeah. There is just this new discovery, this study.
Yeah,
and it's
sunrise
amazing.
and sunsets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are super important.
Yeah. After 9, you don't get that light, those healthy photons anymore. Yeah.
Okay. We have to go back in time for this.
Okay.
But staying at the club for 3 days straight.
Almost never. I mean, I've done it like maybe three times in my life, 4 times. Like not 3 days.
No.
I think my record was 22 hours, something like that. But
Yeah.
with going to sleep in the club to the office.
Yeah. Power naps.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, but you didn't.
Well, not 3 days, but 2 days. So yeah, also with naps. Sometimes yes, sometimes less. So yeah,
Yeah.
it could be me.
Same,
Yeah,
yeah.
it could be me.
Alrighty.
Does it count, the after party time? Does it count as well? Like once I had like really bad experience. Like, I mean, because it's not healthy. So I went to the club, we stayed long, and then we went to this after party and stayed another like 12, 15 hours, you know. Like, yeah, apparently lots of drugs involved, you know, like not the proudest moment of my life. Yeah. But
yeah. But it happened.
it happened.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And now you're in another place in your life.
Yeah.
I never really was in that place of my life. I just experienced that at some point, you know, and thanks God, just had a proof by my own experience how bad it is, you know, and there is nothing to catch. Yeah.
Yeah. This is thankfully something that is spoken about more and more today.
I hope
Yeah.
so. Yeah, I hope so. Like,
Because especially with
such a big problem. in
with
Berlin
our
especially.
job, it's not easy to recovery after a weekend, and when you're drinking, you need to like 1 day to recover, and especially when you're doing drugs, you need like 2 or 3 days, and we don't have this time, you know. We don't have so much. Nobody. So yeah, it's not healthy, in any way to do that.
100%. Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. Being the naked neighbor.
Both.
I love that for you. And for your neighbors. Okay, be the bad cop.
You.
Why me?
Because it seems like you are like telling people off when you feel injustice and like something is off.
Yeah, but that depends, you know, like I wouldn't say things loud often, you know.
Oh, really?
Like I would say that directly,
Mm.
but when it comes to a group of people or larger masses, you know, sometimes I feel insecure in a way to tell about my views because, you know, again, perception, you know. I know everyone sees things differently, you know, and like I love this quote of Rick Rubin. He always says this thing, like we know close to nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and it humbles down so well that I'm like, who the fuck I am, you know, to say what I know, what's right, what's wrong, you know. Like once you discover that for yourself, well, good luck. Go on with that, you know, and like keep it for yourself, you know. You can share things, but like saying that this is right and you're wrong.
But even
That's
when you
already
feel
politics,
that
you know,
someone
and
is
like-
being trashed or something, you know, what you said about your friend and the racist happening.
Yeah, but that was really personal.
It
you
is
know?
very-
like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like I'm directly speaking to the person who's wrong.
Okay,
in my opinion.
Okay, let's
you
say
know?
this.
Mhm.
Daria's having a gig, you're there, and you feel there's someone is like a little bit not creating the best setup.
Mhm.
And you are the same, like you are both in the situation with each other. Who would be most brutal to the person creating a bad atmosphere?
I think you.
No, not really.
Why?
I mean,
Now I'm
you are
thinking.
more impulsive in this way.
Wait.
And,
Yeah.
Like we had a few situations, and she would like even maybe would go physically, like that guy in Kiev.
Punch them.
I was like, who's gonna punch him first?
Which one?
I remember that drunk guy in the club. Like he was pretending that I'm not there and talking to her. Like,
fuck, so annoying.
yeah.
But at the same time, this situation when
But
we
I
were
eventually
playing.
had to take over, because he was like, I was like, you either apologize or you'll be thrown.
Yeah, I remember the situation. Now
Yeah. And then it ended up, I started laughing. Like I was about to punch the guy, and then he was like, you know what, bro? I was like, what? You're just, you forgot your roots. I was like, what do you mean? You remember when you started? I was like, so you know me. I was like, so it's just like you're being...
It's personal or...
Well, he was just jealous,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay, bro, so low, like you don't say that at least, like stick to your principles, you don't know me.
Yeah, for sure.
Or I don't exist, I'm not here,
All right.
Like,
okay, so both
just
in different
pathetic,
ways.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, to storm...
Depends on situation.
Yeah. Okay, to storm off the stage because of terrible sound engineer.
Me.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Like,
I think both.
But like, if I don't like something during, like, let's say logistics or the show itself. Promoters will know. Everyone will know. Yeah.
He couldn't relax.
Will know. I will find out who fucked it up, and like, everyone will know.
Be careful.
Because if I do my work, you got to do your work as well. Like, sorry.
Fair enough.
I mean, if it's a mutual thing.
Mm.
If you don't,
it's a collaboration.
If you don't want to do it, then don't do it.
Yeah.
Of course. Like you don't miss your flights, and you don't forget to.
I love this part. You arrive, and they are late to pick you up for like 20 minutes or 1 hour or even more. What if I was late for my flight?
Yeah. Exactly.
Or forgot your USBs, headphones. I don't know. Forgot that you're playing on
and there
that
is
day.
always this same thing: traffic.
Yeah.
Google.
Yeah. No, this is... all right. Okay, quit DJing and start a practitioner with a shaman. Easy. We all knew it before we asked. All right. Get it thrown. Oh, no, wait. Spend a month in a Buddhist retreat. Yeah.
I've done these things, actually.
You done it?
Well, not a month, but not Buddhist retreat, but even... I'm discovering things by myself, and then everyone is like...
Charging water.
Charging? With stones, with crystal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but does it work?
It worked.
Yeah,
and then I installed a really good filter, so we don't need that anymore.
Once I found this thing, like metal thing, and I was like, "Hey, babe, what the hell is this?" And he was like, "Please don't ask. Just put it somewhere." I was like, well, "What the hell is this?"
You charge water with that.
Okay,
it's like special. I don't know, plate or something, they have these things now. You put it on the phone and it kind of distracts the...
I saw it. You put it also on the laptop or the computer.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like scientifically
No, I was like, what is this?
But I was like, if someone gives it to me, I'll try.
Yeah, if someone
one of them I bought. One of them I bought. And like... Yeah.
Do you feel difference or you just don't care?
Look, the thing I bought for water, it did change the taste. The water was tasty,
It's a platform you put under the glass, right? I saw those. Okay. But I mean, the taste is everything.
Me. I'm not the one who makes it up,
if the taste is better,
because we tried blind test, and it tastes different.
German water is not great. Like the Berlin water doesn't taste amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get it. All right, you sold it. Okay. To pretend you recognize someone that you don't remember.
Me.
Yeah.
100%. Like since
I do it too.
Yeah, since I started to play a lot, sometimes you're so tired that I don't know. Like I always had.
You just meet so many people.
Yeah, I always had really good memory. Like I can see like someone's face for the first time in my life, and I will remember it 100%. But now I start to, I just don't remember all those people, and I'm like, I try to, to be,
Fair enough, yeah.
I'm trying to be like friendly and like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to blame you for this. Obviously, like I can only imagine. For me, there's no excuse. For you, there is an excuse. You probably meet like at least 50 new people every gig you have.
Yeah, of course. And sometimes it's really hard to remember. Of course, maybe something happened, and you're, I don't know, in not the best mood, or you didn't sleep enough, or something else, happened, like.
Or it was just, let's call it the way it is, some bullshit talk at the club, Like, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Nothing more. Nothing less.
Like, why would you remember that?
But sometimes people are,
Really? I mean...
Yeah, I had one situation, one girl came to me to say hi, and then the next gig, I don't know, after maybe a couple of months, she came to me to say hi again, and I was like, yeah, hi. And she's like, oh, you don't remember me. I was at your show somewhere, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't remember. And she was, she was so sad about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How can you take it personal, though?
Oh, yeah, but I told her, I tried to explain her, I'm sorry that...
What the fuck is this entitlement? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's very... She must be sad for a lot of things in her life, actually.
Well, I'm just trying to,
Sounds like...
I just try to be,
you do your best.
Yeah,
definitely.
Because she was really sad about it that I didn't remember her. So,
well.
I'm sorry.
Now you remember her very well.
Yeah.
Even in the intro.
Yeah.
All right. To get a new interest that lasts for 10 days.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What can it be?
Analog photo.
Photo? Ah. Oh,
Camera
I love
issue.
that. So you're like getting passionate and you read all the books and then you're like...
No, I'm not like...
Next step.
I got it. I was like, okay, nice, blah, blah, blah. And then it takes a couple of days. I learned about it. We take a lot of pictures. And then,
different fields.
But it's not that, I was so passionate about it that I would, I'm gonna be a photographer now.
But you wanted to buy...
For myself that we just take pictures, nice pictures. So I tried different films, different
cameras. Then he wanted to buy the different one, and then
very expensive camera. And then I just found out that the combination of my camera and this film is the best.
Yeah.
And boom, and we have really nice pictures now.
Oh, nice! Yeah. Of yourself or of nature?
Basically, we just take pictures of ourselves, friends.
Yeah, when we are on tour.
This situation.
Do you put them on
Want to take a picture of us?
Maybe you send it later so we can put it in.
Yeah, sure.
In the film.
Smile.
Okay.
Perfect.
To slap this one is pretty similar, but to slap someone who fucks with your turntables.
Oh.
I see a pointing finger in direction, Daria. Yeah, would you? Yeah, maybe.
Well, I had one situation with my friend. We were recording some podcast. I don't remember. By the way, for this festival, for Ostra Festival, for this competition, we did back to back. And he just started to play records. And his technique was not the best. And we tried to record it a couple of times. And every time he played vinyl, everything was fucked up. So I remember when he tried to mix it again, and I was like, I slapped his hand. just try, just try to make this transition like bad. I'll kill you. So we did this podcast and we won the competition. So thank you, Junior High.
Wow.
Because we were so tired. Like we did like. We tried to record it like 3 or 4 times, and last time I was like, "I'll kill you. Just try."
But if you fuck up a part, you just keep on recording and then re-record the part and do it together.
Yeah, but
there is technology for that these days.
I know. But on that time we didn't know about it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Actually, we didn't think about it.
Okay.
So
yeah. Okay. Last one. To surprise the other person as a human sushi plate on Valentine's Day. Yeah.
The craziest surprises ever. It's all on me. Yeah. I've done so many things. She even cried once.
What did you do then?
I showed up like in the place you would never expect me, like different part of the world.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, and not once actually.
Not once.
Oh wow.
Yeah, actually that's how
I always
started.
hope to catch her with someone else, but like
That's actually how we started dating. I played.
also dating.
I
just showed
played
up in the club where she was playing, and I knew she really wanted me.
It was a COVID times, and everyone was wearing masks. And I remember I played my set. It was like second hour of my set, and I was supposed to play 4 hours. And then in one moment, I turned my head, and I was like, he had long hair, like blonde hair on that time. And I was like, once again. And then I realized,
She jumped on me.
no.
Started kissing me.
Oh, while you were playing.
I just showed up when she was playing.
You left the booth and you went.
No, I mean I was basically in the booth already.
I knew that.
Then she just.
He was at his hometown, but then turns out he's in Kiev and he's here, and I was
that is so cute, though.
Yeah, and I was really happy to see him, and actually after that. After that moment, something happened, something changed, and I realized that
we had a breakfast in the morning, and I was like, "I'm gonna miss you." And I was like, "What did I just say?" Yeah.
Wow. So when was this? What year?
It was 2021.
Yeah.
So this was like the beginning of the love.
Yeah.
Well, it was the beginning of love. Yeah. Yeah. I think maybe it was even before, but we didn't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you
too.
Okay, no extra material.
Can I say just a few things?
Yeah.
So it's less fun though, and actually it's horrific. And I just wanted to say that maybe people would look up and see what's going on right now in Ukraine and Google Nova Kakhovka, because I mean. It's still
let's add some links.
Everyone is still careful, except Ukrainian parts apparently, who did this, but there is just no way to reach that with missiles, and since it was controlled by Russia, apparently it's Russia. On purpose, not on purpose, they fucked it up again, and
the situation is just a disaster.
And I think this is we don't really realize the level of this disaster, because after the water leaves completely, they don't know how to pump and cool down the nuclear plant, and
I think the situation almost that bad as Chernobyl catastrophe.
Really needs to understand that Russia has to take responsibility finally for everything, including. I mean, this is just way too much. The war was way too much, but this is another big thing just started again. I felt like the war just started again. Another one. This is crazy, and this thing is just in our minds since last 2 days, and. there are a lot of people who are not even able to evacuate themselves anymore. You know, it's like
Not only people, also animals.
animals, yeah, and like it's gonna be a disaster in many ways. Like also, I read, I don't know how true things are right now, because it's a lot of speculations. Apparently it's war, you know, but you know how many people were killed during because it's war zone. So those bodies, you know, it's not like old bodies, you know,
it's children.
and it's like gonna swim in that water, you know, and also a lot of animals, you know, and like
and
a lot
animals
of
are drink
a lot of dangerous chemicals, you know, and all that stuff. Yeah, we still don't know what to expect from this disaster, and like
and
they really
water
need
spreads,
to
that's the
fuck
thing
off from
too.
our territory, you know, and just it's terrible. So I wanted to bring this up because it's a very important
Topic.
yeah
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. We're gonna make sure to add links in the description to everything. Yeah.
This was it for Playful Podcast this week, but please follow, subscribe, and listen to our next episode. And if you want to have a say about future artists, or even ask your own question to one of our guests, follow us on Instagram and make sure to add your question when we lift our coming guests. Thank you so much for joining, and see you next week.